Welcome back to another video on the channel. We have a full centre court. Ashley Barty against Karolina Pliskova, Wimbledon final. Tennis is well and truly back. I think it's been a fantastic couple of weeks. Women's tennis is always a great advert for the game. And I think we're going to have a fantastic final on paper. It's a brilliant matchup stylistically. I'm just going to talk through both players and finally my prediction for today's Wimbledon women's final. So I always used to say that Karolina Pliskova was probably the best player in the world not to win a Grand Slam. She lost the US Open final in 2016. Following that, she got the world number one after winning many WTA titles, but she just never was able to quite produce the best tennis at Grand Slams, which is always a shame to see. And when you get young players like Naomi Osaka and Bianca Andreescu and Iga Swiatek to come through, you always just feel like they're going to progress past and improve past Pliskova, who gets older, and she might never get her hands on a Grand Slam trophy, which wouldn't have been fair, really. She's an outstanding tennis player, has done brilliant things for the game, and yeah, you just sort of don't expect Karolina Pliskova to make Grand Slam finals anymore. But I said earlier in the week that I think the fact she's not a favourite anymore, she doesn't carry that favourite tag, probably is a good thing for her. She just seemed to course through the draw, playing outstandingly good tennis. And then all of a sudden you look and realise that Pliskova's in the semi-final of a Grand Slam. And it's no surprise that she's there because we all know how good a player she is. But, you know, can she win a first ever Grand Slam title will remain to be seen. She's up against a very rampant opponent in world number one, Ashley Barty. So Pliskova hasn't had the toughest of draws, but just came through in flying colours. Against Aryna Sabalenka, I did slightly doubt her mental ability because I've seen her in many Grand Slams play brilliant matches and then completely go away in a quarter-final, semi-final stage. Against Sabalenka, as I say, I did doubt her in tight moments in deciding sets, but she passed that test, very, very well. In the opening set, she missed 9 break points and lost at 7-5, and I thought, is it going to be the same old story for Karolina Pliskova? Missed opportunities, not quite having the ability to play her best tennis in the biggest moments and lose it. A very narrow match, but although she did lose 9 break points in the opening set, Sabalenka did serve very, very well the majority of those. But again, I thought Pliskova was a little bit passive. And I thought this is history repeating itself. But from then on, she regrouped impeccably well. She served brilliantly. She attacked Sabalenka's second serve, which is a weakness of hers. She played her own game, and when she broke Sabalenka's in sets 2 and 3, she served it out nervously in style. She had 16 aces in the match, and I just thought she produced the first strike tennis very, very well. Picked the right balls to attack, found the lines consistently, used the confidence and the fact she was playing well, the momentum. Really seemed to carry it and didn't really allow Sabalenka back into the match, which I thought was hugely impressive after the disappointment of losing that opening set. And I always feel like matches like that can be a massive boost going on in the tournament, particularly into a final. She's proved she's battle hardened, she's capable of coming back from a set down, she's capable of overcoming difficult moments in matches, which is again something that might happen in the final. She's proven she can do it. Sorry. So I think it was a huge win for Karolina Pliskova. Mentally also, as I say, to lose a set after having 9 break points is very difficult. If you haven't watched Karolina Pliskova, she's got a huge first serve. As I say, she had 16 aces in the semi-final. She likes to take the ball on very early, keep the point short. She's an explosive player, and yeah, she's not really what you expect to see in WTA. She's very tall, with a huge, huge first serve, and doesn't really like to extend rallies. She likes to keep the point short and hit lots of winners. Ashley Barty has progressed through this tournament, playing better and better, I think, with every single round. The semi-final match against Kerber was one of the most high-quality women matches I've seen in years. Great serving throughout from both players. Lots of extended rallies with different variations. There was lots of clean winners off the record of, Kerber, particularly in the second set with her forehand. Barty's backhand down the line, she really found it in the semi-final, which I'll give her huge confidence going into today's final. It was just a joy to watch. Two women's players that have just got everything. Fantastic defence. They've got craft, every shot in the book, forehand winners, first serve, aces, just a bit of everything. And it was a game just littered with quality, and it really could have went either way. but it was BARTY that bossed the big moment in that one, and managed to fight back from 4-1 down in set 2 to take it 7-6, and I thought that was massively important for her. I thought BARTY in the second set was really under the cosh, but in true 1-1 style, she did fight back to force the tie break, and she gave herself a shot in set 2, which didn't look very likely at 4-1 down. If it had gone to the third set, then Kerber certainly would have been carrying the momentum in that one. But all credit to BARTY, who fought back brilliantly. So I was talking on Twitter during this match, and I just said BARTY's just so difficult to consistently attack because she hasn't got a major weakness. She's got a very accurate first serve. The backhand slice is so difficult to play as it stays very low on the grass court. The backhand down the line is a shot that she's not really been able to produce in this Wimbledon this year. But against Kerber in the semi-final, she certainly found it, which is again a huge confidence booster for her. The whipped forehand is just a special shot that's almost unreturnable, and she plays that a hell of a lot and has loads of success. And her net play is rock solid. She's won many doubles titles as well. She's at home around the net. I think technically it's fair to say that Ashleigh Barty is the best women's player in the world. Her variety that she's got and ability to play every shot in the book is a joy to watch, and that's something that you see a lot on the women's side of the game. So in terms of how both players can win this match, I think for Pliskova to win, she has to serve as good as, if not better than, the semi-final. I don't think Sabalenka returned or adapted very well at all. Particularly on the second serves of Pliskova, she was still dumping them into the net. Barty will make a lot more returns and put a lot more balls back in court than what Sabalenka did the other day. But I think for Pliskova, it's important that she has to stick to plan A. She has to battle the first serve with heavy ground strokes and try to keep the point short. Target the Barty second serve with big returns, which is what Kerber had success with the other day. If shots go over, 4 or 5 shot rallies, then I think Barty dominates with the accuracy of variations and ability to win points in different ways. I think if Barty plays the best tennis in this one and keeps serving as well as she has, uses the backhand slice effectively and finds a perfect blend between defence and attack, I think this match is on her racket. If this is on a hard court, a very fast hard court where the ball was, bouncing high, then I think Pliskova would probably be the favourite. But on a grass court where the ball stays low, it's inconsistent bounce, lots of long exchanges, then I do think Barty has to be a huge favourite. On Pliskova, I think her first strike tennis was very good against Sabalenka, but Sabalenka, on the other hand, isn't the best defensive mover. She doesn't have the most variety in the game and made lots of unforced errors in that one from second set onwards. I just feel like Barty, she has so many different weapons. She will unsettle the rhythm of Pliskova, and this might sound, inaccurate to some, but I just feel like Pliskova has one way of winning this match: first serve and clean winners. Whereas Barty can also do that. She's also got a fantastic first serve. I think she's served the most aces on the WTA in the whole of 2021. She's got a rocket of a forehand that can, blow down the defences of Pliskova consistently. But she can also slice all day and force the errors and upset the rhythm of Karolina Pliskova. She can use the backhand down the line, forehand cross court, she can attack the net. She's got so many different ways of winning point, Ashleigh Barty, and I think, whatever Pliskova offers, Barty's going to have an answer to, plus more. And, I just think she can win this match in many different ways. Ashleigh Barty's also won 10 out of 12 finals in the WTA, so she's a player that, handles the pressure well. She thrives in these sort of match situations, and it's always been a dream to win Wimbledon, a childhood dream for Ashleigh Barty to win this title, so I'm sure she's not going to give it up easy. So yeah, in terms of prediction, I do think Barty wins this one in straight sets. A lot of it comes down to the fact that it's on a grass court, and as I say, there's lots of long exchanges. You need to have variety to win a grass court final, and I just think Barty's got everything in abundance. A game looked rock solid in every single department against Angelique Kerber, and I'm just not sure Pliskova, unless she serves at 75-80% first serves, and Barty has a bad serving day, then I can't see how Pliskova gets into this one. So I'm going to go with Barty in straight sets. So do leave your comments in the comment section below of what you think happened in the final. It is much appreciated. I will be bringing more videos throughout Wimbledon on the men's final and also reflecting on the women's and men's final as well. So if you are interested in those and my thoughts on future tournaments, do leave a subscription. Leave a like in the video as well is also much appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.